Skeleton Army Evo is in the game, and I've put together a 2.1 cycle deck to see how it goes. But first of all, let's see the new arenas. We got Goblinstein's Lab, we got Dark Elixir Chasm, we got Shrek Swamp, and we have Witch's Hollow. And we have Clash of Town. So let's check it out. Let's get into the first game. And we are playing Skeleton Army Evo. Holy smokes. Okay, you know, COVID-19 being our opponent, this arena looks kind of nasty. Now, I'm aware they're recycled arenas. I'm aware they're arenas that we've already seen. But okay, I can appreciate a good arena. And this one definitely tells me I need to go outside more. I am a virgin. Anyway, let's go with this. And let's not let that whole thing try and get a ton of value against all my swarms. So this is going to be hilarious. All right, first game, we're playing against Mother Witch. We are playing Skeleton Army Evolution, and we're against Mother Witch. This is going to be hilarious. All right, let's go for a Skeleton Army and then an Ice Golem. I know I could... All right, this first game is going to be a real doozy, a real fun one. But honestly, even though we took a truckload of damage, and he's probably going to defend this, it's okay, because I like a challenge. We get a bit of damage on the left, a little Ice Golem chippy, and then we can go for this because that's underleveled. And I'm not losing to somebody, I don't care if they're playing some real try-hard dick. We're going to win because we're level 15, and we need to prove that this game really is pay to win. Now, we have the Skeleton Army Evolution and Cycle, so this is a good start. Skeleton Army Evolution and Cycle, Miners in hand, Evolution Dark Goblin, Vines hasn't been nerfed yet. For some reason, the balance changes haven't hit, even though they said they were coming with the new season, but it's okay. Because I will abuse broken cards until the last damn second. Anyway, we've got the Skeleton Army Evolution right now. And something people were saying when I was playing with it on the dev build is that I should be splitting it in the back because then the general will keep them alive regardless. Nice try, Squeaker. Let's go with this. And in case he goes for a zap or something, there we go. All right. And you can see the skeletons are still there. Let's go for a Vines just to try and keep the general alive for a little longer. And he's forced to go with an Ewis. So we do take that. Let's go for a Dark Goblin to take care of that. And you know what? Shameless self-promotion. If you guys are going to pay to win in this game, make sure to use code KEN. Plug that shit in the shop. Don't forget, because if you forget, then that 5%, I think it's less than 5% creators get for creator code usage, but it goes all to Supercell, man. And if you support the game, if you love the balancing going on in the game right now, make sure to don't put a creator code in. But if you do, code KEN, baby. That's what I say. That's what we say in my hood. Anyway, this is hilarious going against Mother Witch when I've got Vines. But we're making it work. We're making maneuvers around all this shit. We're pulling shit around the map. We're getting value from our Evo Dark Goblin like there's no tomorrow. And it's all because of code KEN. Okay, you know what? I'll stop. I remember last time I promoted it, someone was like, code Ken mutters in the retirement home or some shit. And I was like, what? I do not promote it that much. All right? But I will from now on. So prepare for a lot of good content coming. Smash like. Anyway, let's go for a miner right now and fuck it. Let's go Skeleton Army in the other lane. He's going to Mega Knight. Funny looking Mega Knight, but we're going to go for a Vines and it's just Jova. All right. You know what, little bro? You got your little Mother Witch on my Skeleton Army finally. You're a big boy, man. I'm sure your mother's proud of you and you're not a big disappointment like your parents have been saying, okay? And honestly, if anybody's parents are a disappointment of them, just log on to Clash, man. Start making Clash YouTube videos. I remember that's what I did, and, well, I got kicked out of the house, kind of. Anyway, Rick 2 is our next opponent, and I got Skeleton Army in the starting hand, which is great, because I might just cycle it at the bridge, because I want to get to the Evo Skeleton Army. Okay, he's got arrows. All right, let's learn what his Skeleton Army counters are. So he's got arrows as his first card used. We're still in this goofy arena. We've cycled both our Evos, and now I've played my Evo Dark Goblin and my... Okay, so he's playing Witch. As long as it's not a Mother Witch, we are Bing chilling. So let's go for a Miner right now. Little E-Spirit Chain, good for the soul. And I'm feeling some Mega Knight in front of this. That is not what I like to see. All right, you know what? We're going to go like this, and then we're going to go like this when we can afford the Skeleton Army so the Witch doesn't kill it. And there we go. We kill the push. This is the thing. If you don't have a spell, like he has Miner. Wait, can I sneak in it? I mean, he has arrows, but if he doesn't have his arrows in hand, the Skeleton Army actually gets so much value. And here's the thing. Oh, actually, arrows will be good against the skeleton army because they take off the shield of the general and kill it. The gimmick I'm going for here is I want to split the skeleton army, I reckon, put the general in the right lane, and that way, even if he arrows the skeletons in the left defending the goblin giant, they'll still be alive because the general will still be alive, because that's the broken gimmick. All right, that's the plan. We've got 2 good counters to the goblin giant in the dark goblin and the dark goblin evo and the skeleton army. So that's what I'm thinking. We have that whole card in hand now. So let's... Oh, my fucking crackhead bandit. All right. I'm just going to go with an E-Spirit at the bridge. I'm kind of like low on elixir, so let's just chill out and see what he's going to do. Let's hit him with the well played. Get in his head. All right, let's do the thing. Let's split the skeleton army in this lane. Right. So even if these... Oh, he's good. He's smart. All right. Turns out, okay, I missed the fucking vines. All right, you know what? Let's just use this as an opportunity to cycle to our skeleton army evo. All right, so nobody wants to give the skeleton army evo even a chance to cook. So you know what I'm thinking? If they're going to be that trigger happy with their spells against my skeleton army evo every time I play it on the map, if that's the case every damn time, then maybe I need to play something that punishes so badly. Like if they use the slightest spell, they get spanked hard. And I think there's one card that can do that, and it rhymes with Helleton Farrell. All right, let's go with an Ice Spirit here, and then let's go for this, and then let's go for this, because we somehow haven't defended. Skeleton Army Evo, please clutch up, and then when the Witch retargets, it won't. All right, let's go like this, and let's try and keep our Evo Dark Goblin alive. Very cool. Cycle to Dark Goblin, just for the BM, and then E-Spirit plus Vines. Evo Dark Goblin's dead. That's fine. All right. These guys are playing like their grandmother is in a fucking chokehold and the only way to get her out is to win this game. No. Okay, you know what? He's going to arrow, so I may as well get a bit of value out of my skeleton army before, you know, he inevitably does that. So let's go like this. Look at the skeleton army. Look at the skeleton army. See you later, goblin giant. That had that would have had a lot more health if it went for that. That's the kind of nasty plays I'm talking about. So I'm thinking maybe we take out... Holy fucking furnace range. I'm thinking maybe we even take out Dark Goblin, put in Cannon, and then play Skeleton Barrel Evo. Or even just keep the Dark Goblin in, but just make it not Evo, and then... Okay. And then make the Skeleton Barrel the Evo. And take out one of the cycle cards or something. Because... Oh, but I want to get to my skeleton army quickly, and that's the problem. Okay, we're going to actually need the miner on defense here, because my guy is a little spammy, and we need to take care of this bandit, please. Thank you. All right, this guy is, he's going to win this game if we don't do something drastic. So we are going to try our best to defend without taking damage, and just kind of plug in little miners. Don't like that terminology. All right, let's go for this. And yes, okay. Skeleton army landed after the arrows, so that's going to be a dead goblin giant. My guy is playing the most toxic deck I've ever seen in my life. Let's go for a vines here. And we do have the skeleton army. So, you know what? Let's go for the skeleton army here. Okay, used his arrows. Chat, he's spamming a lot of cards on me. Oh no, general dies. All right, we're going to have to go vines, and we're going to have to go skeleton army. There's no way he's back to his arrows. So we kill that whole thing. Very cool. All my value. Skeleton army literally just impregnate me right now and put it in my asshole. All right, that's going to be a win for the first game. Drop a vines for BM. Now, you see the way he's spamming arrows on me all game. Little Ricky's getting way too comfortable with these bullshit-ass maneuvers. So you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to take out the... This is the hard thing. I want to keep the cycle quick. You know what? This is bold, but I'm going to take out the miner. Yep, I said it. I'm going to take out the miner. I'm going to put in cannon. No, I'm not. I'm going to take out the miner, and I'm going to put in skeleton barrel evo as our win condition and just unevolve the dark goblin, because we do not need the dark goblin to kill stuff when I have the skeleton army, basically. I want to rely on the skeleton army hard, and I want to rely on the bait elements. And now we've got the trifecta of bait. We got the skeleton army, we got dark goblin, and we got skeleton barrel. So the miner, I like this. I like this change, okay? These guys are sweating their cracks off, but this change is going to be more baity, more cunty. That's what we're all about on this channel. Be a cunt today. All right. Well, there we go. So skeleton barrel is not actually getting a nerf, by the way. Don't know how it's not. I mean, I would nerf like 100,000 cards in this game, but they did nerf like 20,000, so can't really complain. Here's the one thing. Look, I'm all for a balanced game, right? I'm all for Clash Royale balancing the game, or whatever they fucking call balancing the game. The problem is, I also like to have fun when I'm playing a game, and when they do 27,000 nerfs and not a single buff, it's like, well, it's kind of fun when something gets buffed. Like, you see a card that you haven't seen in years, maybe not like absolutely annihilating everybody, but actually being played. Is that the worst thing in the world? Kenny has a little bit of fun with some buffed cards. Anyway, I guess you can't win in this game because you can't please everybody. So we got double Evos in hand. And these are both just, like, you don't want to play against either of these without a spell. So let's go with this. First of all, we got the Vines as like a mini freeze as well. And let's see if we can inflict some pain. Very nice. All right. So we get a ton of damage there. And now we can split the Skeleton Army. It'll die to the Golem. Okay, the General needs to slow the fuck down. And then look at the skeletons on the left. All right, that was cool for about 1 millisecond until the gimmick ended. So I like this. This is leaning into the bait element, meaning they can't just save their small spell for the arrows. I mean, fuck, I got PTSD from last game still. They can't save their small spell just for my Skeleton Army Evo, which is what I live for, man. I live for making them suffer. All right, Dark Goblin in the back. That's an easy Vines. Cycle a Skeleton Barrel in the other lane, just because I can. God, this is way better than Miner. And then we go for a Skeleton Army in this lane after he uses his other small spell. Oh, wait. Does he only have poison? That's a shame, little bro. That's a real shame for you, Squirt. Just kite all that shit along. Spam another Skeleton Barrel. Oh, he has Tornado. Yeah, that was a really, really, really clever Tornado. Now let's see what he's got. Is he going to poison? So he's going to go Ice Wizard for the first wave. I still get a truckload of damage from death damage alone. And you know what? Let's split the Skeleton Army. Let's split the Skeleton Army. Even if they die. This is crazy. This is crazy what's happening on the left right here. Holy smokes. They just melted everything-ish. And, okay, we win the game. Let's go with this. Go with this when the poison expires. And that's going to be GG. We've actually cooked now. The Trifecta... God damn, look at the Ruin Arena. A Trifecta of bait nonsense is disgusting. I like this. I like this a lot. All right, we're against Mori. Let's put more life to an end. All right, good luck, Mori. Good luck. Somebody actually commented the other day. All right, let's go with this. He's probably got Goblin Drill Poison, which is going to be so fun for my Skeleton Army. But somebody commented, I did like a 0.1 frame, like... It took me like, I knew exactly which emote I wanted to do. I was clashing so hard that day that I literally, like, you couldn't even see the pop-up. It was like frame perfect, which just tells me that I need to go outside more. All right, let's go for a barrel in the other lane. That's gonna die over there. Holy voice crack, fucking Evo voice crack. Anyway, so he's got Barb Barrel. He's definitely got poison. And he knows how to play the skeletons to counter the Dark Goblin quick enough. All right, so this guy's a little bit of an incel, similar to your boy. So I'm going to try my best to not let my skeleton armies die to poisons. But I think it's this early in the game that I might be able to catch him with his pants down. Oh, he's got Snowball. He's got Snowball, and he's used his Snowball and his Barb Barrel. Come on, Maury. How about you defend my Skeleton Barrel Evo now? Yeah, get your little furnace. To be fair, there was no reason why I should have fucking Vines there. He spent 7 elixir, and I spent 3. I'd already won. I'd won the game. Well, not the game, but I won the exchange, and I still made a fool of myself there. Fuck, man. I hate making a fool of myself, and it so rarely happens, which is the crazy thing, because I'm just simply number 1. All right, we got the Skeleton Army. We got the gimmick of the video in hand. Now, I'm hoping that... Okay, you know what? Okay, well, he's got Snowball. He's got fucking Barb Barrel, so... Yeah, good decision, Kenny. But I will cycle a Vines, because that's clogging up the lane. That's pissing me off. And if he goes Goblin Drill he'll go Goblin Drill on this lane. So we'll split Skeleton Army like this, so that even if the... Why the fuck did he go in the lane with... the decisions make no sense. The decisions make no sense. All right. So this is going to be really fun to get damage against now, as you can see. If I was smart and had a brain, I would have definitely gone for Vines there. Now, we've got our Skeleton Barrel Evo, and he has cannon. So what am I going to do about this? Let's go with this. Oh, he used his poison. Terrible poison. So we'll just go... Oh. 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 Okay, wait. We're getting damage from the Skeleton Barrel in the other lane. And he might go Skeletons on my dart. So let's go for a little Fire Spirit. Holy smokes, I'm good at this game. And then let's go for Vines just to try and keep the Dark Goblin chipping away. And let's go for this. Hopefully he poisons, because then my Skeleton Army Evo will get a shitload of damage. Ooh, the shield's going to stay alive. Okay, that was kind of cool. It seems more gimmicky. Like, I'm trying to make the gimmick work with the Skeleton Army Evo, and it's clear which evolution is performing better. Absolutely the Skeleton Barrel. Skeleton Barrel evolution is just doing absolute bits for me right now. Alright, you know what? We're going to cycle this in the back, and if he wants to go Snowball, he's going to feel the need to go with something. Yeah, there we go. And now, my Skeleton Barrel fucking dies to his other small spell. Alright, let's, alright, you can clog that lane up all you want. I will just wait till there's not one thing in that lane, and then I'll spam your ass. So, let's go with the Skeleton Army at the bridge. Was hoping that that didn't lock on there. Let's go for a Fire Spirit in case he spams my ass with a fucking Goblin Drill, which we know he loves to do. And, shit, that's gonna get a lot of damage. Stop! No! Oh my god, it jumped! It fucking jumped. Alright, we go for the Skeleton Barrel Evo, and I reckon we split the Skeleton Army on the bridge here, and then we go for Vines. That death damage is going to do way too much damage, and that's another win against Maury from Degeneration X. Holy fucking smokes. He takes Clan seriously. When are they going to rework Clan Wars, by the way? It just sounds good, like Clan Wars. Doesn't that just sound fun? And then you get in, and it's just dog shit. Anyway, we're against Coco War in this next game. He's got Cannoneer. So Skeleton Army is going to be a menace. I hope this guy... That's the easiest finds of my entire life. Let's see if we can make some actual... Let's see if we can make some actual crazy things happen with the Skeleton Army Evo this game. He probably doesn't expect me to be back to it, so let's go for it here. No hits taken. Very nice. Now he's, of course, got... He's got Wizard. He's got Zap. And he's got just... Oh my god, a Cannoneer. Oh. Who said you needed the Evo to do damage? Anyway, I got Vines. Now let's play like 1,000 Spirits here to stop this Wizard from ending everything I know and love. And honestly, the Skeleton Army is already Evo'd when they play Cannoneer. Like, I don't even need the Evo for this. But, let's split the General on the right, because even if he zaps, that whole thing survives. And then let's go for an Ice Golem to kind of keep the General chilling out there. He's going to go for a zap like that, which means General, stay alive! Look at the skeletons! Look at them go! Wait, I actually... Oh my god, the right! The right lane! Okay, at least the Skeleton Army cooked at one point in this video. I was about to lose my mind if the General didn't get targeted. But yeah, I want to try a lot of different ideas. I don't really know what the best course of action with trolling with the Skeleton Army Evo is yet. And that's what we'll be diving into, along with some different types of content. The daily uploads will keep flowing. Please use code CAN and subscribe my jits.